Get your rally caps ready. The market is ready for a breakout. Just how high will it go? Find out next on Invest with Jacob. And there is that Game of Thrones intro. Here we are. Welcome to Invest with Jacob. My name is Jacob Gabbard. I am your host on this channel. Today, guys, we have a rally coming. But before we jump into that, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping so that you guys can get this information as quickly as possible, because there's a lot of stuff happening and it happens pretty quickly. So if you're not following my Facebook page, I'm going to pull it up right here. Jump over there and follow that. And what I want to show you on there is what we've called out for the last few days. Okay, so we're doing a 100K challenge, which you can see right here at the top. And our goal is to turn $6,000 into $100,000 using Elliott Wave Theory to predict the S&P. So we started on 323 with 6,000. We are now up to 19,281. And that's in 2 weeks. We've tripled our money in 2 weeks. With this move tomorrow, we're going to do a little better than that. As we scroll down, okay, earlier today, as you're watching this, it'll be yesterday, but I told you this closing action of Wednesday, it's approaching the all-time highs, and it's telling me that the gap and go that we called for is very likely. Okay, so we called that out right at the close yesterday, and we wanted to look for confirmation in the overnights, which we'll check out here in just a minute. Okay, here was our video yesterday. Our video yesterday told you that we were consolidating all day Wednesday. We consolidated all day Tuesday. Because of the option expirations on Wednesday, we were likely going to consolidate all day again, and we did, and break out on Thursday or Friday, and now we're seeing the breakout. So we told you on Tuesday that we were going to consolidate Tuesday and Wednesday and break out on Thursday, and here we are. Earlier in that day, I said this consolidation at the all-time highs is very bullish. So I'm giving you guys a lot of information here in real time to let you know that, when something's bullish or when we're calling it out, you can make an investment in it. You can go buy calls on the market or buy puts if we say it's going down. You can do something actionable with that information. So jump over and like my Facebook page. I really appreciate it, as well as it'll give you information to make sure you are up to date as quickly as possible. Okay. Next, I want to talk about Elliott Wave Theory just a little bit, because there's a lot of talking heads out there right now saying the market's moving too high too fast, and it's going to punish the gamblers, and all these things that they want to try to apply to the market emotionally. Elliott Wave Theory is not an emotional trading device. It is a scientific one that uses math and algorithms. And the beauty of that is it gives us actual natural targets. To kind of give you an idea of that, everyone blamed COVID for the crash last year in March, right? The 2020 crash. We dropped all the way down to about 2,100 or so. And then we had, over the last year, one of the strongest rallies in market history, where 1 year later now, we have almost doubled. Well, if COVID caused the crash, and then we were just getting started in March with screaming high death numbers, unemployment that was at all-time highs. In my state of Nevada, it was like 40% because we're so reliant on hotels here and casinos. Shutdowns and lockdowns in every state, the economy that was just getting crippled. If all of that was happening, yet the market was ripping higher, how was COVID the responsible for the crash? I'll tell you that it really wasn't. You see, if you were following me, and I know you couldn't because I just started this channel, because people have started asking me, especially since that moment, if you were following me or talking to me about investing back in February of last year and January, before COVID was even a thing here, before we were even worried about it, I was telling people, hey, when the market crosses 3,000, we're pretty much at the end of our extension. We've got, maybe one more up to 3,300, somewhere in that range. We are getting ready to end wave 3, and you're going to have a pretty significant wave 4 pullback. And I saved a lot of people some of their retirement. They were able to cash out, 25, 50, 75% into cash and miss a lot of that fall and then get back in, because we knew it was coming based on the algorithms and the targets. And that's what we're doing again today, is looking at the targets to see how high this rally is going to go and where we can invest up into a point before we see this pullback. Okay, so that's something I want you to understand, and I want you to think, hey, if you think that this is like a voodoo magic or something, give me a chance to prove it. Come watch the videos. So far, I've told you what's going to happen every day, and it has happened, and we're going to see it again today as we go through the analysis. Give it a chance. I want you to be a part of this, and I want you to make as much money. I want you to turn 6,000 into 100,000 with me. I want to do it together. So that's just a little bit of an overview about how Elliott Wave works, and it removes emotion from the market. It removes people looking for a justification or a reason that the market does something. The market's going to do what the market does because of scientific algorithms that the institutional investors have on their computers that they've been using for years, and that's what drives the market. So stick with me. We'll check it out. I'll show you how this works, and we will hopefully make a lot of money together. So let's jump in and look at the chart. Okay, so I told you that Tuesday and Wednesday we would be consolidating, and we did. Here's our consolidation. We stayed in this channel the last 2 days. Now the reason for that is you had a big move up here, up into the channel, and then you get some consolidation. Price takes a break. You got to reset all the indicators. We were overbought. We needed to sell off some and just kind of consolidate the price action here. And then once you get through that, and the reason it consolidated today again, or yesterday as it is, was Wednesday, is that S&P options expires on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So when you have options expiration, a lot of times you get consolidation because they don't want to drive that premium up or down for a certain side of the market. So you see a very sideways day. So that's what you got. And just at the close, we accelerated up and then we gapped up and broke out. And now currently we're looking live. It is 8:50 p.m. on Wednesday. The futures action is up 18 points. So if you're looking at the SPY, that's like $1.80. And it's 18 points overall. And we are targeting, and we have been targeting, for this next push up that we're on right now, the 4100 to 4150 region. So if I zoom down just a little bit, so you can see we're targeting this major market pivot. Could get as high as 4200, but really we're targeting right here somewhere in the middle, about 41 to 4500 before we start either consolidating again or have a small pullback, nothing crazy. We'll stay in the pivot most likely, could come down to the bottom of the pivot, and then we will accelerate up to our wave 3 target, which is up here at the 4500 range, 4500 range. We have a lot of upside in this wave 3. And as I've told you, if you've been watching the previous videos, wave 3s are super powerful waves in Elliott Wave. They're the most powerful and longest waves. And so we are in wave 3 of wave 3, which is the most powerful. It gets a little convoluted at times talking Elliott Wave, but we are in wave 3 of wave 3 because each wave can break down again. That is where we should see big movement, and we are seeing big movement. So we've moved up into this channel. Now we're breaking out into our pivot, which we expect to attack somewhere in the 4150 range, and then, okay, consolidate a little more. And by summer, I'm thinking June, hit up here in this 4400, 4500 range. Now, if you weren't here yesterday, just to go over it again, Elliott Wave has 5 waves. Okay, you have your first wave up or down if you're in a down trend market, but the impulsive moves, the on trend moves, and we're in a bull market right now, so on trend is up, are 5 waves. Okay, so you have your first wave up, then you have consolidation back down, then you have your wave 3 back up, you have your wave 4 down, and you have your wave 5 up. And these all come with targets based on Fibonacci mathematics. Okay, so to get these targets, we could do all the math in our head and try to figure that out, or we could just use a tool. And they have one right here on TradingView that I use, and it is called the, the Fib Extension Tool, so that we can see, after waves 1 and 2 are in place, we can see the target for wave 3, which is right here, but we'll show you how we got it. So you come down here to your 0 wave, okay, and the top of wave 1 was right here, and the bottom of wave 2 is right there, and then we pull this across so that we can see it across time, okay, and the bottom of wave 2 is there, okay, and our target for wave 3 is our 1.0 extension. So you can see our wave 3 target straddles that line, and the 1.0 extension is the extension of waves 1 and 2. So wave 1 comes up, wave 2 pulls back, and then we target the 1.0 extension first, and as high as the 1382 extension next. But this is the most common, is the 1.0. So we go up, we pull back, and then we hit that extension, which is right in that 4500 range. So just to recap, over the next couple days to a week, we're looking for the market to attack the 4100 to 4150 zone, and then consolidate again, and then ultimately by summer, by hopefully June, attack this 4500 pivot here. So short-term 4100 to 4150, long-term 4500 to the summer. And then what we'll look for, okay, you see our wave over here. We'll look for wave 1, 2, so we'll look for wave 3 to end up here. And then we'll have the pullback of wave 4. And the reason we have this major market pivot here is because it is at the 0.764 line, which will act as support for our wave 4 pullback. So when wave 3 hits its target, it will start to pull back. it will settle in this box somewhere, we hope. It could go a little deeper, but unlikely, and then back off to the races we go. So real quick, guys, if you're getting any value out of this, if you're seeing what I'm saying, that we've called the last few days, and we'll continue to do this for you, hit that subscribe button so you get these videos every day. Hit like, leave me a comment, ask me questions. I'm happy to jump in there and ask questions. Most importantly, go over and hit the Facebook page so that you can get the updates during the day that we tell you about the market. Really appreciate it, okay? And good luck out there, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.